Fyodor Dostoevsky's Crime and Punishment is not a detective story. We know who the killer is on page 1. It is not a whodunit. It is a whydunit. It is a psychological experiment designed to test a terrifying question. If you were smart enough and your goals were noble enough, would you have the moral right to kill an innocent person? This book is the ultimate takedown of the idea that logic can replace morality. The protagonist, Rodion Raskolnikov, is a destitute student living in a coffin-sized room in St. Petersburg. He is brilliant, proud, and crushing isolated. He develops a theory that humanity is divided into two categories: the ordinary and the extraordinary. Ordinary people are the masses. They must follow the law. Extraordinary people, like Napoleon, are the movers of history. They have a right, even a duty, to break the law if it helps them achieve their great destiny. To test this theory, Raskolnikov decides to kill a pawnbroker, a woman he views as a louse, a parasite who preys on the poor. He reasons that by killing her and stealing her money, he can pay for his education, help his family, and do thousands of good deeds. One death for 1,000 lives. It is a perfect utilitarian calculation. He commits the murder. But the moment the axe falls, his theory collapses. Dostoevsky shows us that the human soul is not a calculator. Raskolnikov does not feel like a Napoleon. He feels like a hunted animal. The punishment in the title is not prison. It is the psychological disintegration that happens immediately after the crime. He becomes paranoid, delirious, and physically ill. He cuts himself off from his mother and sister because he feels he can no longer exist in the world of human connection. He realizes that by killing another person, he has actually killed himself. The true antagonist of the book is Porfiry Petrovich, the detective investigating the crime. Porfiry knows Raskolnikov did it, but he has no proof. Instead of arresting him, he plays a cat-and-mouse game, engaging Raskolnikov in philosophical debates, forcing him to confront the holes in his own theory. Porfiry doesn't want to catch a criminal. He wants to save a soul. He waits for Raskolnikov to confess, not because the law demands it, but because Raskolnikov's sanity demands it. The ending of the book is controversial, but essential. Raskolnikov finds redemption not through logic, but through suffering and love, specifically the love of Sonya, a young woman who has been forced into prostitution to feed her starving family. Sonya represents the Christian ideal of self-sacrifice, the direct opposite of Raskolnikov's ego-driven Superman theory. Dostoevsky's ultimate argument is that intellect without a moral anchor leads to hell. You cannot rationalize murder. You cannot use logic to escape your own humanity. In a world increasingly obsessed with ends justify the means thinking, Crime and Punishment is a warning. The cost of being a Superman is your soul.